Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is your Saturday night main event, Atlanta, Georgia. This is your picks and predictions, and I'll give a little bit of talk about what I think about the card, the matches, and what's going on. I hope y'all pick well. It's cool to match your picks against mine and see who does better. And let's get straight to it. Now, I also noticed that they have the pictures up for LA Knight. You see Seth. They got Randy, but they don't got Solo. I find that to be bogus. Triple H. So Solo and Jimmy, they don't get a cool looking picture. Wow. And there's no female matches on this card. So Evolution got an excuse to happen. But that's pretty wrong. So they get their pictures, but Solo and Jimmy don't get theirs. And then they would have the worst match too. Pointless match out of all the matches. To me, this is the most ridiculous one. But let's get to it. Goldberg says a world heavyweight champion Gunther is next at Saturday Night Main Event. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to get to the point for this because we know the show is about to start in some hours. So basically, now I thought about this one for a minute, and I was thinking like maybe Goldberg could win and then Seth cash in, and maybe Seth could hold the title on the way to SummerSlam. That's possible, I think. To me, I've heard people talking about that stuff, and I've heard people talking about Goldberg winning, and that's what it would lead into. But after I thought about it and really thought about what's going on, what's happening, I'm like, yeah, I had to pick Gunther for this one to win. I'm picking Gunther to win. And the reason why I'm picking Gunther is because he's been looking poor in this whole feud. Even though the feud sucks, he's been looking poor. And a lot of times when people look poor into the feud, sometimes they just win because they've been looking poor in the feud. And on the way, he gets punched. He's looking bad to see him punch Goldberg. Just it makes him look goofy. And then also, it's Saturday night main events, and I feel like it would be a bigger thing if they did it at SummerSlam, a cash in at SummerSlam. Seth Rollins also has a match tonight, so it's like, do they really want Seth to have his match and come out and cash in the same in Saturday night main events, which most of the time be the most predictable show and rush show to me. Now there is a chance his goons can come out, but I feel like he's gonna win this no matter what. Just like with John Cena, it's like you knew some goons was come out, some stuff was gonna happen, but John Cena still ended up winning, and that's how I feel about this. And let's be honest, Goldberg is not obviously going to be wrestling anytime soon. He barely wrestles in a year, so I feel like they don't really want to give him the title because he really ain't wrestling. He ain't, he's older now. He can't compete like he used to. This is all for show, really. And they're already saying this is going to be like his last match. So yeah, I'm going with Gunther on this. I feel like it will be a little bit of shenanigans. Maybe not. Maybe it'll be a clean match. A lot of times these main events be having clean matches, and Seth don't even run out. But just know I'm picking Gunther to beat Goldberg and hold that title to SummerSlam, where Seth probably will cash in at. And then we have LA Knight versus Seth Rollins. This match, oh my goodness, this match is just so pointless, right? It is so pointless. I thought about this one as well. I was like, Seth could lose this match because he'll still have money in the bank. So this could be a loss he could take. I did think about that, but at the end, after really looking at this and thinking about this, I'm like, man, I'm going with Seth Rollins to win. So I'm picking Seth Rollins here. And the reason why I'm picking Seth Rollins is kind of like the last one a little bit. Like LA Knight has been looking good through his feud. Like he's beating y'all off. He's constantly kind of one upping y'all, even when he's outnumbered. Like if he gets set up with any of his jobbers in his group, Seth's group, he'll just probably win. I don't. And then Seth has every opportunity in the world to cheat to win this match. Not only can he send his goons at you, he can literally just cheat to win this match. I think Seth is gonna win, and that they're gonna do something to protect LA Knight. It's gonna be some cheating tactic, some interference where Seth wins and LA Knight can still be protected. So I'm going with Seth on this one. Then we got Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. Now this one, I was like, maybe Randy could win, but I don't know, man. Honestly, I feel like Randy was just thrown in this, rushed in this, just to make Drew relevant. I'm going with Drew McIntyre on this one because Drew McIntyre is that good dude that they like to build up to against the bigger stars just to lose. Drew doesn't really win nothing important like this. This isn't really important, but you beating Orton, who always loses everything. It's true when people say the last person he really beat was Joe Hendry, which is horrible. It's like who does Randy beat? He just went against Cody and just lost. Who does Randy beat? And then Drew just returned. So I could definitely see Drew McIntyre winning this match to build him up to maybe a bigger star and a bigger feud and maybe a triple threat or something like that later down the road. Randy Orton, he's always losing. He's always getting buried under Triple H anyways. He gets thrown in a lot of big matches, but he don't never really win them. And he always finds his way on Saturday Night Main Event too. And last but not least, even though we don't have a picture, United States champion Solo Sikoa versus Jimmy Uso. Man, Jimmy, I would be shocked if Jimmy won this, honestly. Because I'll be like, damn, they are flip-flopping that belt like no tomorrow between y'all. But I'm going to be honest, I can't even imagine Jimmy with the belt. As sad as that is to say, it's true. I couldn't even imagine it. So I'm definitely going with Solo. Just because just the thought of Jimmy holding his belt just don't make no sense. It just can't even come to my mind. And then Solo, Solo is just like Seth. Here we go again. He got every opportunity in the world to use his team to jump you or interfere, or he just cheat. He has every opportunity in the world because LA Knight ain't really got no numbers. Jimmy ain't got no numbers. And it's funny how they putting y'all in matches, a chance of a run out of the interference is like way more higher when y'all ain't in no matches in the same episode or the same show. There y'all go. Let's go over these picks one more time. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, and please do not forget to hit that like button. If you're new here, subscribe. I'll be live streaming this tonight. The final hour, I will be live streaming on this channel, so I hope I see y'all there later tonight. But let me go over the picks again. I got Gunther over Goldberg. I got Seth Rollins over LA Knight. I got Drew McIntyre over Randy Orton. And I got Solo Sikoa over Jimmy Uso. I hope y'all have a good night. Take care and enjoy Saturday night's main event.